Y'all already know what it is. It's about that time. Recap, prediction time. Let's get into it. Let's see what we're down week one. Let's see what lies ahead week two. And off the top, um, week one we had the new the new Bengals, new coach over there with Cincy, and we had the new coach over there in Pittsburgh. Bengals won 30-19. This was a division game, so this is always a good way to kick off the season, going 1-0 and going 1-0 in the division. Good win for the Bengals. Next up, we had Baltimore Ravens bat win against on some BS Buffalo Bills, and I already said Buffalo had a horrible off season, and you know just to kick the season off like this, pretty much backs up what I'm saying. And I think what's going to have to happen right now is that I think Buffalo going to have to make a really big trade before the trading deadline. No need to procrastinate and wait and you come out, you had a bad off season, and then you come out week one like this. You gotta come out and make a trade now. So if I'm Buffalo, I'm looking at a good piece on my team that I really probably don't want to give up, but I'm gonna dangle that piece and see what I could bring in for him. He gonna have to make a move now. I know it's week one, and I normally don't say things like that, but the handwriting is on the wall. Buffalo definitely gonna have to make a trade, like now. So if I'm Buffalo, I'm shopping through rosters, I'm getting on the phones, I'm making calls, and I'm trying to make a move very, very quickly. Next up, we had Chargers and Colts, and I didn't even know. Like, I've been caught up the last couple of days, so I haven't even been following chat like that, and I definitely didn't know anything about this game. Colts gave up 110 points. Now, I always say, when you see big blowouts, it's a lot of turnovers, but I don't know how many turnovers you can have to give up 110 points. I mean, there ain't enough turnovers. I could turn the ball over 20 times in a game. I'm not giving up 100 points. Do I think he had 20 turnovers? No. I'm sure he had over 10, and let's see, 13. But even with the 13, like, how do you give up 110 points? I mean, Indy's another team. Like Buffalo. You take a loss like this, and I'm not even saying that you had as bad as the off season as Buffalo, but a loss like this, you're gonna have to make a move. I mean, I'm looking at the Chargers offensive yards. All right, he passed for 338. He ran for 147. He had offensive for 485. Big deal. I've seen that plenty of times, but I don't see 110 points with that. No excuses for that. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable, and I really don't know. What the coach was thinking in this game, and I'm just going on a limb and say right now, like I said, this is week one. Colts and Bills, you guys need to make a trade right now. You understand? This is how y'all kicking off the season. Buffalo had a terrible off season, and he gets smoked in week one. 38-3. He got to make a move now. He gonna have to make a move. And like again, I really would say that about teams in week one, but let's just be honest, man. When you see the handwriting on the wall, it's on you now to do something about it. Buffalo had a terrible offseason. They get smoked in week one. They don't score no points. Defense don't play nothing. You got to make a trade. You're gonna have to go dig in your roster and trade one of your valuable pieces and bring in valuable assets. You're gonna have to do that because right now the team that you got over there in Buffalo ain't gonna cut it. In Indy, you give up 110 points. I don't care if you have 50 turnovers. There's no excuse for that. You give up 110 points, that tells me a whole lot of things. You know what I'm saying? At this point, 110 points, it's not even really about the roster for you. That's more you. You understand? 110 points, like, that's just That's just uncalled for. Like there's nothing to explain that. 110 points. I keep repeating that because I can't believe I'm really looking at 110 points right now. I've seen 70, I've seen 80s, I've seen that a lot of times. You know what I mean? But 110 points, not even 100 points, not 101, not 99, 110 points. Man, Indy, I don't know what happened that game, but obviously you no longer cared. You know what I mean? But man, if you gotta have some type of pride. You understand? Like you can't just go out like that. And when I see stuff like that again, it's not even about the team. That's all on you. That's all on your decision making. That's all on your IQ. That's all on you, man. That's everything you could think of. 110 points. That's just ridiculous. You pretty much put his team stat wise and development wise in a place they need to be after one game. You know, that's just like, defense went crazy. You had 13 turnovers. Defense already run up for Pro Bowls after week one. That's just ridiculous. I don't even know what to tell you, Andy. Like at this point, it's only but so much I can say to some of y'all. You know what I mean? But at this point, if you don't get the picture, it just ain't in the frame. Moving right along, we had myself win against the Patriots. This game was just was weird. Like it was raining, wasn't nothing going down. You know what I'm saying? It was just crazy. But you know what? When you get when you get some of them games where nothing's going right and it's just everything, it just seems like it's just not clicking. Defense got to get the win. Like I said, I'll take an ugly win over a pretty loss any day. We got an ugly win, but you know what? We want to know, and that's all that matters. Next, we got the Texans win against Jags. K-Lou put up a hell of a fight, divisional game. The dope thing about this is that they play again. They play again in the season. They play twice in the season. This game came down to the wire. 3-point victory for Houston. I actually took Houston to win this, and I think I took it close too, but I don't think I took it this close. But K-Lou's a baller. K-Lou can ball, but like I've been saying about Major Factor for a while, he's been hot. He's probably been the hottest guy or one of the hottest guys in my leagues. Like he's definitely been stepping his game up. I'm looking at the fact that Jags lost by 3 but had 4 turnovers. That's the difference, K-Lou. That's why you lost. The 4 turnovers. You cut that down to even half of that. That's 2 extra possessions you'll have to do something with. Different ball game. But you know what? You live and you learn, and you got to play again. So good battle for week 1. We came up with just a little short. Next we had the Saints. Trey Dog win against Dre. Carolina Panthers. Trey Dog won this game 35-32. I said if Dre plays smart and don't do crazy stuff, he'll have a chance to win this game. He had 3 turnovers. Not the end of the world. Had a lot of offense. Passed for over 300 yards. He actually had a better offensive game than the Saints numbers wise. But you know what? Sometimes it just comes down to the plays. I'm guessing Saints made big plays to put them in a position to win, but I mean, Panthers had a lot of yards, man, and still came up short. The 3 turnovers, I think, is what did them in. But that was a division game. That's a good win for the Saints to kick the season off. I know Panthers looking to the fold that second matchup of the year, being that they lost by 3. Next, we had Falcons and Eagles. This game was very close. I took the Falcons, but I took the Falcons by a little more. They only won by 3, but you know what? They got the win. I said this would be the season that I think Atlanta turned it around, and because Atlanta, Young Train is a better player than what he's been showing with these Falcons. But nevertheless, man, he got the win. He won by 3, and that's all that matters. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to crawl. Well, not sometimes. You always got to crawl before you walk. So with that being said, you got to take it how you can get it. You know what I mean? You got to take it how you can get it, and that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? You got that win, and you pulled it out. Next we had oh yeah, this we had a user. Seattle was smoking the Rams, and the Rams quit. Score was like out of control. You know what I'm saying? Score was definitely out of control. Only in the third quarter, and the Rams quit. I mean, he didn't even concede. He flat out quit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's a big no-no. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like when you concede. Well, cause no conceding is a rule. You know what I mean? But he ain't even break that rule. He just flat out quit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like, come on, dude. Like this man had a lot of stats going on, and you just quit on him like that. That's wasting people's time. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people gotta understand, man. Like, yeah, we put time and effort in to play these league games, right? But come on, let's be honest though, man. Like, if we're not playing these games, we can be doing something else. And to waste people's time, you know, to play a game and invest a half an hour, 40 minutes, you know, and to quit like that, that's just uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to be honest with you, had he conceded, I wouldn't have booted him. I would have let him know, yo, bro, you can't do that. He would have faced the penalty, but he wouldn't have got booted. But he flat out quit, and I DM'd him about it. And he didn't even respond. You know what I mean? But I DM'd him just to find out why he did it. But the fact that he quit the way he did, he was getting booted regardless. You know, but that's we can't tolerate that. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying to you also, Dre. You know, you can't be conceding, bro. Like, you know, you conceding, you didn't quit where you ain't waste his time like the Rams did. But still in all, bro, like, you know, I already went over this plenty of times of why there is no conceding. And you know, you the one thing I can say about you, Dre, is that you're cool with taking your penalty. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to turn the penalty up even more, because if you concede on somebody and it stops them from getting the upgrade, you know what I'm saying, then yeah, they got stats for what they accumulated at the moment, but that still don't mean nothing if they had a chance for upgrade, but you didn't play the whole game. Yeah, they got whatever they got at the moment, but that was it. Can't have that neither. You know what I mean? So quitting, the penalty is definitely going to be turned up another level, and if you're willing to deal with that, then you know that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But quitting and conceding is two different things. Quitting, automatic boot. If you quit the game, you get automatic boot. You know what I'm saying? If you concede, yeah, you could get booted, but you know, you can get forced losses, or you can get players demoted. You know what I'm saying? But to quit like the Rams did, uncalled for. You know what I mean? And not only that, he was already inactive anyway. Like, you know what I mean? So it was just, you know, he just went from bad to worse, man. And you know, I'd rather do something too early than do it too late. Next, we got Washington Money Mascot went against Tennessee Titans Jerry, and Money Mascot jumped all over this Tennessee Titans team. I pretty much anticipated this. I said Jerry's the type of guy that likes to run the ball a lot, and Washington defense plays very good against the run, so I knew this would match up well for him. And I actually took Washington to score more points, but they scored 31, only gave up 7, so same difference. Good win for Washington. This game right here, Corlals, you should have got the win. It was an error made, you know what I'm saying? You definitely should have got the win, but by the time it was already noticed, it was too late. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, get with the co-commish, get with Bat, you know what I'm saying, and he'll take care of you. You know what I mean? But it definitely was an honest mistake. Next we had Born Ready and Dolphins, and Jets and Dolphins. And man, this ain't no way to kick off the season for the Dolphins. Not only because you got shut out, but you got shut out by your division rival, and that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign to kick the season off. It's only week 1, But I mean, still in all, like you don't wanna go out like that. You know what I mean? Not to your division rival, not to someone that you know you gotta play again. And with this type of win, the Jets is definitely looking like they're trying to win this division back to back seasons. Miami, I wouldn't be surprised if they out here on the block. They're gonna have to make a move. This type of loss right here, kick the season off, ain't a good look. And no, it ain't about it's just one loss. It's about knowing the temperature of the room. You know, if this was to a team in the NFC, I wouldn't make too much of it. But being that this is against your division rival, oh yeah, this is a big loss right here. The way you lost, and you might have to make a move to figure out how to combat whatever it is that dominated you with. But you know, we'll see what happens with this Miami team moving forward. Next up, we had Pearl. Cowboys went against Big Rico. Big Rico shut out, but you know that's the bad news. The bad news, you got shut out. The good news is your defense only gave up 14 points. So your defense played good. Your defense kept you in the game. The offense let you down big time. You went into the second half down 7-0. You had a puncher's chance against a great player. Your defense played good, man. You had 4 turnovers and you forced 4 turnovers. So it was a wash, you know, as far as turnovers. But you just couldn't get nothing going on offense. And you know what? It's all right. You know, it's your job now to see what wasn't working and to make some adjustments. That's all. Make some adjustments, and you know, just be ready, prepared next time. But you play good, man. You got shut out, but you know, this is one of them losses that you take and you say, you know what, we're gonna eat that. And you just got to move on and build from that. I know it's a loss, but sometimes you could build from a loss as well. You know, I always tell you, you can learn about yourself in a loss more than a win. So, you lost 14-0, but you know, hey man, lock in, get ready for week 2. Your defense played great in week 1. Try to go from there and get that offense to get you something going for next week. Next up was the Broncos all over the Chiefs, 48-13. Man, this right here, I said it before. I think right now with these two users personally, it's more mental than anything. I didn't even watch the game or anything. You know what I'm saying? I just remember them getting ready to set it up. But like I said, I've been so busy the past 48 hours, I haven't had a chance to lock in and look at anything. But it wouldn't surprise me if Kansas City, you know, did crazy stuff like missed field goals or maybe got a punt blocked. It wouldn't surprise me if stuff like that happened, because he's been screaming that the last 4 or 5 times they played. And I'm not saying that he's wrong. I'm saying it's more mental. The fact that it's so mental right now in his head, them type of things gonna happen because you pretty much already expecting it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a bad loss too, because that's also a division. That's also a division game. So, like I said, man, when you take bad losses like that to your division rivals, it sends a message. And Denver's a Super Bowl champ. You know, he came out on ring night and he showed out. You know what I'm saying? He showed out. He threw all over that Kansas City defense. Kansas City just made that trade too for Dante Jackson from the Panthers. That didn't seem to really matter at all. And look, Carnage is on one right now. You know what I'm saying? He's the champ. And you know, he's definitely, if I had to line up guys that could win it this season, he's definitely going to be one of, if not the guy to win it this year. So, you know, look, man, when you play Carnage, you know, I'm hoping I play him, because you know, you gotta when you play him, you're gonna have to bring it, plain and simple. You know what I mean? He's bringing it, so you're gonna have to bring it back. Good win for the Broncos, man. You come out like that week 1 after winning the Super Bowl, no Super Bowl hangovers. Great win, man. Domination, straight domination. And Chiefs made them trades, but didn't mean anything in week 1. Chiefs gonna have to figure some things out over there as well. Move right along to week 2. First up, Titans, Jerry going against K-Lou, Jaguars. I like the way the Jaguars battled week 1. They came up just a little short to the Texans. Give me Jags this week. Titans, I don't like what I seen in week 1. They got dominated. I'm going with the Jags, and I'm going to go with the Jags 31-10. Next, we got Giants and Eagles. Big Rico going against Abercrombie. Both teams played good week 1, but they both lost. I'm going upset right here. I'm going Giants. I feel like the Giants played that game against Pearl really good, and I feel like he can build on that. I think Nab is the favorite in this game, and I could easily pick the Eagles. But you know what? When I'm doing these predictions, I'm always picking upsets. That's part of the predictions. You can't always pick who you think gonna win. Sometimes you gotta look at who you can see the potentially still in the game. I definitely can see the Giants winning this one in the upset. But if the Eagles win, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Like I said, Eagles the favorite. But I'm going with the Giants to pull off the upset on the road. Give me G-Men 24, Eagles 21. 24-21, Giants over the Eagles. Next, we got Trey Dog, New Orleans Saints going against BAP and the Baltimore Ravens. Great game right here. Let's go Saints. Ravens, my division rival. I'm definitely riding with the Saints. Both of y'all 1-0. Ravens dominated Buffalo week 1. Saints pulled out a nail biter over the Panthers. Give me I'm actually gonna pick the Ravens. I don't want to, but I'm gonna pick the Ravens. I think my gut is just telling me Lamar's just gonna have one of them plays that's gonna really give him what he needs to get over the hump. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I definitely think Lamar is gonna be a key factor in this as far as making that big play to give the Ravens just a little enough just to win the game. Give me Ravens 35, Saints 32. Next, we got a game that like is currently underway. Steelers, Spaz going against Dre, counting the Panthers. Both teams 0-1. Panthers offense lit it up week 1, but they still came up just a little short, lost by 3. Steelers lost to the Bengals. I think Panthers come out again with great offense, and I think they pull this one out. Give me Panthers 34, Steelers 24. Next, Buffalo Bills on some Bears going against Born Ready, New York Jets. Jets dominated Miami week 1. Buffalo got dominated week 1 to Baltimore. Look, Buffalo, all the stuff I said about you week 1, if you could win this game, all that goes out the window, because this is who you need to worry about more than anybody in the league. He's in your division. He won the division last season, so you already know you got to play him twice. This is the game you got to get up for right here, week 2. This is your moment of truth. This is your moment of truth right here, Buffalo. And you know what? Even if you lose, you can't get blown out. You can't get blown out this game, Buffalo. You cannot get blown out. You got to come away with this game seeing some type of sign. I'm saying you need to make a trade. I'm saying you need to make a trade sooner or later. But that's just what I'm saying. You over there with that team, if you don't make a trade, guess what? You got to come out and play. So no matter what happens, you got to make a statement this game. And I'm curious to see how that play out. I'm taking the Jets, but I'm just saying, Buffalo, you got to show up, man. You got to show up. But I'm going Jets in this one. I'm going Jets big. I'm going to go Jets 37, Buffalo 13. 37-13, Jets over the Bills. Next, we got Steph Anthony, Detroit Lions going against Money Mascot, Washington Football Team. This game should be a good one. Steph Anthony, good player, smart player, Money Mascot, smart player, dangerous passer, big playmaker. So this game definitely has what it takes to definitely be one of the premier matchups of the week. I'm actually gonna go Washington in this one, but I got it being competitive. Give me Washington 27 and Lions 20. 27-20. You ain't finished. I ain't even take care. You go in there. I'm gonna come now. All right, go back. I'm gonna go take you out. I'm gonna clean you up. Yeah, go. I'm gonna clean you up. I'm gonna come. All right, get back in. Wait a second. Next we got Vikings, Black Star going against Pearl, Dallas Cowboys. Like I said, last season I liked the way Black Star competed. He played good. Go put the water back on. In there. Yeah, you can put the water on. Yeah, get in and put the water on. I like the way Black Star competed last season. He made some trades right before the season. I mean, right before the draft. A lot of stuff, a lot of like he took over the team, and he was learning on the fly. Believe it or not, this game got upset alert. I'm going with Cowboys, but I think this game got upset alert right here, man. I think that Vikings roster added to what he already started last season. I'm going with Cowboys, but I think it's gonna be close. Give me Cowboys 31. Give me Vikings 24. Next we got, this is a force until we get a Rams user. Hey, if y'all know anybody that want to take these Rams over, let me know. Holla at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna reach out to a couple of guys now, but at this point it's first come, first serve. I ain't holding the team for nobody. Whoever gets at me first, let them know. Somebody want to take over, let me know. We get it done. Next we got 49ers Rum 415 going against Third World Seattle Seahawks. Divisional matchup. I didn't get a chance to see how the 49ers play, but I believe he's cool with Third World. I believe they know each other, familiar with each other in real life. But I think Third World might be just a little better than him as far as what I know. So I'm just gonna go based on that. But I'm gonna go with Seahawks in this one. I ain't gonna go too crazy. I'm real interested to see how this game play out though. Because this is a divisional matchup, so 49ers can get a chance to send a message in this division. But give me Seahawks. I'll go Seattle 32, 49ers 25. Next we got Raiders and Broncos. Marzelli's out of town, so we're just gonna set this for Broncos right now. Next up we had the Chiefs and Chargers. Wow, good bounce back win for the Chiefs. Great win because they got smoked in week 1 by their other divisional rival, the Broncos, and now they had another divisional matchup against the Chargers, and they won 13-10. Great bounce back win. You definitely needed that win to go 0-2 in that division with him and Carnage. And let's not forget, you got swept by the Raiders last season, so you couldn't afford to go 0-2 in that division after 2 weeks. So you needed that win badly, and I mean you got it done, and you're 1-1, and 1-1 is a whole lot better than 0-2. Trust me when I tell you. Big time win for the Chiefs. They needed that one. That showed a lot of mental toughness after getting smoked in week 1 to come back and get a win over a great opponent in your division. Next we got controller disconnected. That's what we got. Let me just get this track back on, back up and running. I don't even know if y'all even still can hear me. I don't think that disappeared though. Yeah, I'm still up on the cast. Next we got Pats and Packers. E-ball going against DK. Packers shocked everybody last season. Made it to the Super Bowl. Patriots missed the playoffs. I mean, don't get me wrong, that has nothing to do with this season, but I think the Packers got a chance to build on a special season that they had last year. I'm going with Green Bay this week. Give me Green Bay 27, Patriots 22. 27-22, Packers over the Pats. Next, we got Falcons, Young Train going against Corvallis, Arizona Cardinals. Young Train snuck by week 1, win over Philly. Cards got an unnecessary loss week 1. They 0-1. I got Cards this week. I'm gonna go with Cards. But you know what? This is a good early test for these season 3 Falcons. So I'm real interested to see how these season 3 Falcons show up. They going on the road against a tough opponent. We'll see what happens. I'm going Cardinals though, and give me AZ 28, Falcons 21. 28-21 Cards over the Falcons. Next, we got Dolphins, Rocket, and Naruto. Chicago Bears. Dolphins got shut out week 1. Bears had a fair sim in week 1. I'm gonna go with Miami to bounce back this week and pull out a close win. The fact that they got blown out and embarrassed week 1, I think they'll come out with a chip on their shoulder, and I think that chip gives them over the hump. Give me Miami this week in the close one. 26-22 Dolphins over the Bears. Next, we got major factor going against myself, and look, major factor been balling, you know what I mean? So I'm actually going to come into this game and say Texans the favorite over the Browns. Not by much, they're on the road, but I'm gonna give Texans the favorite. I say Texans favored by 3 over the Browns this week. But we'll see what happens. That Texas team been hot. Major factor been hot just in general. So we up for the task. Another game that was played. Scott, Indianapolis Colts. Now that's what I'm talking about, man. You lost, but that's a respected loss right there. All that 110 points after week 1. Man, that's like once in a lifetime, man. Bengals got the job done. Close game, though. A whole lot closer than I'm sure what the Bengals expected. But nevertheless, he got the win. Colts had 2 turnovers, forced 2 turnovers, and that's more like it. Colts 0-2 in the year, Bengals 2-0. But you know, good performance. Colts came up short. But you know, you gotta stick with it. Whatever you did that game that you made you feel like it was working, build on that. Apply it to your next week game, and if you got to show with a little twist, hit it with a little twist. You know what I mean? But good way to show up. You know, just didn't get it done. Man, just a quick thing about that new Madden on the PS5, y'all. I played that joint yesterday. Yo, that joint is different. Like I said, we're gonna rock out on this 4 until we ready to move as a unit. You know, to the 5, which ain't gonna be till next year, because I know everybody's not gonna get to 5 before the year is over, because it's just pretty much impossible the way this PS5 is selling out like cooked crack. But yo, that 5 is different. The gameplay more than anything is different. You know what I mean? Trust me, it's definitely a different way of playing. But you know what? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's a good thing. It feels way more realistic. You know, the way you gotta move and stuff like that. You feel all of that in the controller. You know, you feel it. Like if you're running with a heavier back, you kind of feel like the resistance. You know, when you're running with a fast guy like Tyreek Hill, you definitely could feel that difference. So it's a difference. It's dope. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like where they going with it. You know, I seen people online on YouTube and stuff saying bad things about it, but at this point, man, I don't know. I think some people just want to hate on the game just to hate on the game. I mean, I think it's a good game, and the fact that it's not even a new game is just Madden 21. It's just on the next gen. I think if people want to really make comparisons, wait till the 22 come out. You know what I'm saying? That's the new Madden. This ain't a new Madden. This just a next gen Madden. You know what I'm saying? But I like it. I like where they're going with it. The gameplay feels good. The gameplay gonna get some getting used to, though. I'm telling you that now. The way we accustomed to moving and doing what we doing on here ain't gonna fly on the 5. I could promise you that. But it's dope. You know what I'm saying? I wish I was able to get everybody in my league a PS5 so we could all move as one. But you know, man, unfortunately, you know, we just gonna have to wait. You know what I mean? Because like I said, this PS5 is just something that's hard to get. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get it the regular way. I went out and paid extra for it. You know, from somebody. You know, but we'll get there eventually. You know what I'm saying? We'll definitely get there eventually. But as of right now, you know, we're gonna rock out on this 4. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna rock out on this 4, and we're gonna have fun doing it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, let's continue to do what we do. We live over here, and we're gonna rock out. But yeah, we in week 2. I'll see y'all week 3. Y'all already know I'm gonna have mid-season report coming this season as well. So we're gonna have that mid-season report coming. We're gonna still have the guests coming on in the 5th quarter. I'm about to get back on that again. You know, just, you know, sometimes, you know, I don't get a chance to do all the things that I like to do on a consistent basis because, you know, that thing called life gets in the way. But I ain't forget about none of it. You know, we're definitely gonna get guests back on the show like we've been doing, and things like that. We're gonna keep the ball rolling. But I'll see y'all week 3, and I'm Ghost.